Alright, what up guys? It's Jake here, and Destiny put out another update today. Update 1.1.1, the weapon rebalance update. And they fixed a lot of things, changed a lot of things, added some cool features. Let's go Destiny, launch. I'm going to show some of it. Alright, let's get started talking about some of these changes. Play. Okay, Destiny update 1.1.1. What is this? Alright, cool. Destiny update 1.1.1 brings you around the weapon balancing, perk fixes, including the heavy ammo fix, thank God, and other issues. For a detailed review of the changes, you can go over to Destiny Weapon Tuning. There's the update. Okay, general fixes. Fixed an issue in which armor with perks that increase ammunition carrying capacity resulted in ammunition loss upon respawn. Like when you die and lose a couple rockets, which was one of my main frustrations, especially when raiding. So that's pretty cool that got fixed. Decreased over penetration value for weapons with armor piercing perks. Alright. Fixed an issue where items from the PS3/360 Destiny demo were using old power values. So like guns that had, wrong attack power on them. They have been adjusted to regular levels. Song of Ear Ute weapon tooltip now advertises the correct magazine size. Okay, cool. I don't use that gun, but cool. Shoot to loot, 2-second cooldown added to perk to prevent extra ammunition gains while ammunition bricks despawn. Dark Breaker perk will now correctly damage Hive Shriekers. Snap Discharge will now increase attack speed as per the description. Thunderer perk now has priority on the 4th Horseman tooltip. And Full Auto fixed issues in which the weapon perk stopped working while the trigger was being held down. I have noticed that, like on my Vision of Confluence, where it just stopped firing. I'll log on my Hunter. Auto rifles received a damage reduction of 2.5%. Okay. Guess that'll be talked about here in the update. And the effective range was reduced. Pulse rifles received a 9.7 damage increase. Hand cannons slightly reduced effective range and slightly reduced initial accuracy. I kind of like hand cannons. I wish they'd stay the way they are. Fusion rifles widen blast pattern on a fusion rifle burst cone. Don't know how I feel about that. I already hate fusion rifles enough. I don't want them to be more deadly. But reduce starting ammunition in PvP. Shotguns increase damage against all non-guardian combatants by 2 times. That's pretty good because I feel like I don't think I ever use shotguns in non-PvP, and that might make me start using them if they're gonna give a lot of damage output now. Reduced high-end range values. This is also for shotguns. Damage fall off starts sooner, and reduce starting ammunition in PvP. For the activities, strikes, weekly heroic strike now is a match-made activity. Strikes will be less likely to repeat in matchmaking rotations and for full fire teams. So for the weekly heroic strike, you'll no longer be able to launch it by yourself. If you launch it, you'll randomly find 2 teammates to do it with. And when you're in like strike playlist, strikes will be less likely to repeat, so you won't get the same strike over and over again. Okay, PvP changes. General, players will now unlock all playlists, which is what just happened to me right there. When I went to orbit, like Control, Clash, Rumble, and Skirmish simultaneously when unlocking the Crucible. Added a new notification when Crucible modes unlock. Cool. Crucible maps will be less likely to repeat in matchmaking rotations for full fire teams. Guardians no longer drop heavy ammo when killed in PvP. Come on! I love that little extra heavy ammo when you're playing. Guardians now drop much less special ammunition when killed in PvP, and completed matches will now award gear with the proper power level, and fixed a bug where there was no audio playing for the bullet that kills them. Iron Banner changes. Iron Banner playlist now contains smaller maps in rotation. Good. Focused aggression bounty can now be completed with headshots from pulse rifles, scout rifles, and hand cannons. Some item changes. Fixed an issue in which Xur did not carry exotic engrams on certain dates. That's good for a lot of people. Crota's end completion emblem will now be sent to the postmaster when player inventory is full. Ammunition consumables will now work if used when player inventory is full. And fixed an issue that prevented qualifying players who had deleted their characters from claiming the Tumbler Sparrow from Tess, Everest, and Tower. Thank God I can get the Tumbler Sparrow. I really don't care. I already have it. but cool, I guess. User interface changes. Character inventory screen now displays faction reputation and weekly mark counters. Oh, really? This is new. Oh, sweet. Well, that's cool. Got your Cryptarch rank, your Vanguard rank, Crucible. I have barely played Crucible with this character. I always play with my Warlock. Haven't ranked up any factions with this character. Mainly with my main character, my Warlock. And Crota's Bane max rank. And it even tells you how many more Vanguard marks you can earn, how many more Crucible marks you can earn. So you don't have to go to orbit to figure that out. That's sweet. That's clean looking too. I like that. I'm a fan. Alright, players in public spaces will no longer see voice notifications when a player and match-made fire team enter, and players will now see improved notifications when teammates join and depart team and fire team chat channels. And they got some Grimoire changes here. Combined Arms Grimoire cards will now unlock when completing a Clash or Control game. A House of Wolves card will now unlock upon the start of Ishtar Collective story mission. A Guardian Abilities card will be granted when a player enters orbit. Siege Dancer's card will be granted upon the start of the Dust Palace strike. And completing Crota's End now adds to the Raid Introduction Grimoire card's completed statistic. Irute Grimoire card will now unlock appropriately. Siege of the Warmind card will now unlock appropriately. Fixed Grimoire scores for the following cards: Omnigul, Will of Crota, Irute the Deathsinger, Crota, the Awakening, the Will of Crota, Crota's End, Ascendant Sword, Pantheon, Skyshock, the Cauldron, Might of Crota, Ghost Fragment Rasputin, Ghost Fragment Rasputin 2, and Ghost Fragment Hive 4. So, I don't know what that means, but I guess if you weren't getting Grimoire cards that you should have gotten, like all of the ones I just said, you should get them now. Technical issues that were fixed. DLC and patch systems have been improved. Xbox One upsell from trial versions to full version no longer makes you leave the game. Improved networking resilience to packet reordering. And networking improvements for certain routers. And finally, an edit they made. Bug was introduced in 1.1.1, which is this update, that caused the Vex Mythic class to spawn with less ammo in the magazine and reserves in PvP. This weapon was affected by overall fusion rifle changes because it is treated as a secondary weapon. We intend to correct this issue in a future release. So it sounds like because Mythic class is labeled as a fusion rifle, as you can see, it got affected by the fusion rifle change. So now in PvP you start with less ammo, which is probably something they didn't intend to do, clearly, but they're still fixing it. I like this update. I'm glad that they buffed guns like pulse rifles, which forces you to use other guns because they're better. You didn't really think they should nerf auto rifles again, because they've done that like twice already, but it's not much. It's only 2.5%. I really like the menu change they made here, or the drop-down menu, so you can see what other players, how much they've played, and you can see where you're at in all your ranks and how many more marks you can earn for Crucible and Vanguard. I'm really happy that they fixed the heavy ammo. So they also, I don't know if you caught that, but they also fixed where if your inventory is full, like right here in the consumables, and you use heavy ammo, it won't like not give you the ammo and then you use the consumable. So every time you use your heavy ammo, it will work, and if you die, you shouldn't lose any heavy ammo or any ammo at all, which has been a major problem for a lot of the raids. But I'm glad they fixed that. That's cool. Makes me happy. Alright, well, that was Destiny update or patch 1.1.1. A lot of changes. I'll probably start using some shotguns more, like Swordbreaker and probably Found Verdict. Maybe, I don't know if I'll use an exotic shotgun. There's better exotics out there than shotguns. But I'll certainly try to use those more. Maybe some fusion rifles since they got a buff as well. So, I am happy with this update. A lot of heavy ammo fixes, little menu added that's pretty cool, some gun changes that probably make PvP and PvE more fun. So overall, I'm happy with it, Bungie. Good job. Now what we really need is a bigger vault. Add that. Do it now. Alright, that's the video. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys in the next video.